One of the hardest hit states in this whole ordeal has been New Jersey. We are joined live this morning by the governor of New Jersey, Christie. Governor, thanks for being with us this morning. We know that just about all of coastal New Jersey has been underwater. What's the latest this morning?
Well, Mike, it's devastation here in New Jersey, and I think, you know, the storm came to shore here. I think we took it in the neck worse than any state in the country. We have 2.4 million households without power. We have devastation up and down the Jersey Shore, as you said, much of the Jersey shoreline underwater. We have flooding up in the northern part of the state because of the tidal surge that went up into Raritan and Newark Bay. We have nearly all of Newark out of power because 5 different substations were flooded because of the tidal surge in Newark Bay. We have a huge cleanup ahead of us. I'm optimistic we'll be able to get it done, but there's a lot of work still to be done, and I haven't been able to get out yet and survey the damage personally because the winds are still too high, as you know, for me to get up in a helicopter. But hopefully this afternoon I'll be able to get to the Jersey Shore and see everything for myself.
What are the different emergency management agencies telling you this morning?
Well, listen, what we're hearing is that in places like Moonachie and Little Ferry, where we had a berm overwhelmed by tidal surge in the Newark Bay, we're doing urban search and rescue. We're doing urban search and rescue in Atlantic City for the people who did not heed my order to leave Atlantic City. We're now evacuating those final folks out of Atlantic City that has 5 to 6 feet of water. We're hearing from good news from our Department of Transportation. The Garden State Parkway had been closed from exit 129 in Middlesex County all the way down to Cape May. That is now reopened, and people are traveling on the Garden State Parkway. But to show you the level of devastation and the power of that storm surge, we had rail cars, empty freight rail cars near the New Jersey Turnpike that were actually washed onto the New Jersey Turnpike by the tidal surge. We're having to get cranes there now to remove those rail cars from the turnpike so we can reopen that section of the New Jersey Turnpike.
Governor, I want to ask you particularly about Atlantic City. So many people across this country are familiar with it. You have said, and you've been critical of the mayor there, saying that his message was counter to what yours was. What was the situation? What happened there? And have you been in contact with the mayor about what exactly went wrong?
Well, listen, first and foremost, my job as governor of New Jersey is to protect the health and safety of the people of this state. And that's why I signed the evacuation order this weekend and asked everyone to be evacuated by 4 p.m. over the weekend. The mayor, on the other hand, told people that they could shelter in shelters in Atlantic City as shelters of last resort. Well, that's exactly contrary to my order. And so I'm concerned and have great sympathy for the people who heard that mixed message and decided to listen to the mayor. And we're now in the midst of trying to rescue those folks, and hopefully we'll do so without any loss of life.
We spoke with the mayor this morning on the Weather Channel, and he said that you were dead wrong about this. What exactly is the mixed message here? How did you order the evacuation order and he said no, or did that even happen? Do we know what happened?
Yeah. We know what happened. He told people they could shelter in Atlantic City shelters as shelters of last resort. And now he wants to deny it, but he said it, and we sent 75 buses to Atlantic City to evacuate people, and we had people telling our bus drivers, the mayor said we could shelter in the city, we're going to stay.
All right, well,
so I know the mayor now is embarrassed and wants to make up another story, but the facts are the facts.
Well, Governor, we appreciate you being on with us this morning, and all of us here at the Weather Channel, really our hearts go out to what's happened in your state, and best of luck to you. Hopefully we can talk to you after your tour of the damage this afternoon. Thanks for being with us.